going to take a few minutes to introduce myself. I am married. I've been married for about 19 years. I met my husband in Wichita. We have, between the two of us, we have 5 children. Our oldest is Maria. And then we have a son named Derek, a daughter named Alyssa, a daughter named Marissa, and our youngest, the only child living at home still, is Joseph. He goes by Joe. He'll be a freshman at Northeast Magnet this year. So Maria has a few kids. Quentin, who graduated from high school in Arc City a couple years ago. And he has a younger sister named Camry, who's actually 4 days younger than my son. So my son has a niece that's 4 days younger than him. And her youngest son's name is Junior. Derek has 3 little girls. Holly, right here, the oldest. She's going into 7th grade this year. Her younger sister Kylie and her youngest sister JC. Here we are at this past Easter, and my other granddaughter snuck in the picture with us. And Alyssa. She just celebrated her 30th birthday this summer, and this is her daughter Tara. And they actually just moved to Ohio about a couple weeks ago, but I enjoyed spending some time with her at the parks before she left. And then my youngest child, who's skipped Marissa. Marissa, this is a picture of her 2 children and her boyfriend, Eric. Her oldest little girl, her name is Mariela. She's quite the little character. And then her little boy's name is Maximiliano. She's expecting her 3rd child in October, so not too far. She's supposed to be having another little girl. So we'll see how that one turns out when she comes into the world. And then my son, the only child living at home still. There he is. This is a baby, born in 2009. There he is at one of his Halloweens as a pirate. There he is with one of his stuffed animals. He loved his stuffed animals when he was a child. There he is at Bostic. He won the 5th grade spelling bee, beat all the 4th and 5th graders. Here he is after he got his braces off. He had those on for about 1.5 years. And here he is at his graduation promotion celebration here at Allison when he ended his 8th grade year. So my road to Allison, I grew up all over the world. My dad was in the military, so I traveled to places like Guam and England, where I graduated from high school. And that's actually what brought me to Wichita. He retired, and there was a position at McConnell Air Force Base to run what was called Emerald City. I don't think it goes by that name anymore, but he was a first general manager of that. That's where I started college at WSU, graduated from WSU in December of 1999, and immediately started teaching at Allison the following school year, 2000-2001, and I've been here ever since, teaching mostly 6th grade science. Actually taught science every single school year of the last 23 years, and I've had a social studies or math class mixed in. I've also taught 7th grade and an 8th grade class. So here's a list of my hobbies and interests when I'm not busy making videos for you to enjoy. I do enjoy watching some UFC fights. I try to get the UFC Fight Night lives on Saturday nights when those come on. And then America's Got Talent, when those seasons start, I like to watch and see what kinds of interesting people try out. Some make it, some don't. It's always interesting to see who makes the attempts, though. I also enjoy traveling. Here's a picture of when we went to Pikes Peak in Colorado. Unfortunately, my husband could not stay because of his heart conditions. We had to leave pretty much the next day. I also enjoy baking. Baking I can't do too much of because my husband is diabetic, and so anything that I bake he cannot resist eating, so I don't do as much baking as I used to. But I do enjoy exercising to help kind of keep the weight off from all the baking that I've done. And the one thing that I enjoy the most is spending time with my son, traveling, just going around town, just cruising, going for a ride in our truck, just checking out the people, going in and out of Quick Trips, cruising through downtown, seeing what's going on. Sometimes we get out and go to Nassau Park and sit for a little bit. Or we take his camera and he takes different pictures, different angles over at the Keeper of the Plains and some of the older buildings downtown. So you might be asking, why did I become a teacher? Well, I've known since I was in kindergarten that I wanted to be a teacher. I don't know what it is that helped me make that decision exactly. I know I had a very good kindergarten teacher. But it was just something I was always interested in. I filled out on our little kindergarten information sheet we completed what I wanted to be when I grew up, and teaching was on my list. Throughout my experience in school, I found that I really enjoyed science, specifically biology or life sciences. And in high school, I had a really good biology teacher. He kind of saw the potential in me that I didn't know was there. He actually suggested that I become a scientific journalist and write for scientific magazines. But because of his influence and his inspiration, that is why I became a classroom teacher myself in science. That quote says, "It's not enough to just have potential. You also need to know what to do with it." And it's because of him that I am where I am at today as a classroom teacher. Also, why I teach is to help you have a growth mindset. A growth mindset just means your mindset isn't rigid. You're open to new and maybe different ideas than what you're used to. I also teach to help you understand how you learn best. Everybody has a different learning style and a different learning pace. So I'm going to help you understand how you learn best so that you can do your best. And I'm also going to help you find your internal reasons to do well at school, not just for getting the Jolly Rancher or the little tokens, collecting, that sort of thing, but help you see what you want to do, why you want to do well for inside reasons. And I want to inspire you to reach your own potential. So this year, I'm looking forward to a few things. First, showing respect. Not just showing you respect, but helping you learn to show other people respect and how to earn people's respect and to keep it. I'm also looking forward to helping you be the best version of yourself through such things as learning time management skills, using your progress tracker to help you learn to manage your time, to be an active participant in the learning process. You will know where you're at in each unit, you'll know where you need to be, and you're also going to know how to get there. And having a growth mindset, again, that's just making sure that you stay open to new ideas, challenging ideas, to ideas that might be different than yours. You don't have to change your mind, but you need to be open to those and learn from them. And to push you beyond what you think you can do, because you can do it. And the one thing I'm looking forward to the most is watching you grow into the Allison Eagle I know you can be.